But listen, you know what? But Casey, listen, this is what we need to do as chefs. We need to come together and we need to talk about these controversial topics. Like, listen,
talk.
Anybody who's listening, anybody who's on YouTube watching this, please feel free. Look, Casey and I do not meet eye to eye all the time. We disagree on a lot of things. That means that doesn't mean we don't like each other. We're just professional chefs that, hey, he might think of something differently than I might think of something differently. That's why I put my experience, I pin it to the top of my page, because I truly believe, like, listen, okay, if you have the credentials that you are a professional chef, let's talk about it. Now, here's where we lose. We are all classically trained in French cuisine. French, anything black or burnt is garbage. But I disagree, man. It wasn't until Alinea where I, the executive chef did he did a dish mimicking bichotan charcoal, right? And let me tell you something, man. We sat there all around, right? Us and like it was me, him, and the two other sous chefs, and if I forgot if it was, I don't know if it was, I think it was parsnip, to be honest. And he literally charred the outside of this parsnip. And then we all tasted it. And I'm like,
and you guys were just tasting?
Well, yeah, but I'm like, yeah, this sucks. Like, it doesn't taste good. And you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because then he's like, okay, but hear me out. Like, how about we do this? And so it's basically like, we literally like took out the core, the bitter part, and then we kind of pieced it back together. And what we did was we ended up finding a way to make it edible. Then from the edible point, we made it taste better, right? And so I think this is because, like, here's the thing. This is what people don't realize. Chard, going back to chard and what chefs, chard is a flavor. It is.
It is.
It might not be a good flavor by itself, but I guarantee you, if done correctly, it will elevate whatever dish you're doing. Here's a prime example. At Wolfgang Puck, whoever that chef was that came out to you, listen, don't be scared, man. Look, Casey, he's a nice guy. He's not going to attack you, but like, let's talk about it. Let's debate. I just want to
talk.
And
I'm like, let's do it live.
I strongly urge any young cooks or young chefs out there, because that's what's really important. Casey, it's time for us to pass the torch and really make sure that the chef life is going to continue to live and be sustainable, right? But it's conversations like this, the tough conversations, like, okay, let's dig deeper, right? So I urge you, the chef that reached out, go live and debate about it, right?